Hey, what's up? Otaku Mike here. Back again. It's the end of the month. You know what that means. Time for another comic book haul. If you like the content that I create, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts on all this stuff that I picked up. And let me know what series you think I would enjoy and possibly pick up in the future. I would love to hear your feedback on what you're reading currently. And yeah, so let's get into this. So I got a bunch of stacks. So we'll start. I got this stack right here. This stack is all my Image stuff. This stack right here is all my Turtle stuff. Then we have all my DC stuff, and then we got all my Marvel stuff right here. Let's start with the Marvel stuff. I feel like we should start with the Marvel stuff because that is the biggest stacked that we got going. I can't talk today. Some of the stuff I just picked up today as of filming this video, so I have yet to read it, but we will have reviews coming out on the channel, so make sure to stay tuned. I picked up Predator versus Spider-Man issue number 2 right here. Really good first read, and for the first issue, really good. Eventually I'll have a video coming out talking about that. Another one I've really been enjoying is Daredevil Cold Day in Hell, or also known as Old Man Daredevil. This is issue 2 of 3. Then we have one that just ended. We have Hellhunters issue 5. I gotta get caught up on this one for sure because I think like an issue behind. I didn't read issue 4 because I was waiting for issue 5 to come out, which that one has actually been really good. This next one I picked up on a whim. I picked up Wolverine and Kitty Pryde issue number 1. This is the MVC Marvel vs. Capcom variant. Have not read it yet. I'm interested to see where this is going to go, or what this is going to be like, because it is set after that old Wolverine Kitty Pryde miniseries that Chris Claremont wrote, and I believe he wrote this one as well. So we'll see where that goes. One of the ones that I've really been enjoying is Eddie Brock Carnage. I always want to say for some reason Absolute Carnage, but I know it's not Absolute Carnage. Eddie Brock Carnage, and we got issue 4 right here with the variant, which I love this variant. It is a very beautiful cover. I'm kind of glad I got this one. Like, I just love it. It just looks really cool. All right, next we have one that I am kind of behind on. We have Deadpool / Wolverine. This is issue number 5. I gotta get caught up on this one. I felt like this this current story arc, it's not really 100% hitting for me, but I am slightly enjoying this particular series, so that's why I keep grabbing it. I wanted to see where exactly it goes. I'm not a big fan of Strife, which the Strife is the main character in that, or the main bad guy in that series right now. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I like Deadpool and Wolverine. These, I might end up not picking up any more of these because I feel like these are bloating my pull list. The Godzilla versus series is Godzilla versus X-Men. I did enjoy this one, but they've been very hit or miss over the past couple months. Fantastic Four, it was okay. Hulk was really bad. And Spider-Man was really good. And this one was enjoyable too. But I don't know if I'm going to be picking up any more of them or not. I don't know. This series got picking back up, I would say. Because issue 4 was kind of a stinker. But issue 5 hits it out of the park, I feel like, with Sabretooth, Wolverine fighting Sabretooth. Man, it was a really good read, and I can't wait for issue 6. Like, I feel like it's back on track. We had one little stinker, but that was okay. This next one, I will have a review coming out for. I picked up Gwenpool number 1. This is one of the variant covers. I thought it was fun. It was fun. It wasn't anything like write home about, you know. But it was a fun new take on Gwenpool and stuff. I'll have a review on this coming out soon. Next, we have more Wolverine. We have Wolverine issue number 9. This issue hit it out of the park for me and got me back on Wolverine. I was not enjoying the last story arc. but this one I feel is moving in the right direction, which is really good. Really good jumping on point too for Wolverine if you're looking to get into Wolverine. This one was Laura Kinney Wolverine. I read all the Wolverine titles at the moment, I feel like. Laura Kinney Wolverine, this one has her in an alternate universe where she doesn't have superpowers and she lives with her dad and her little sister, which is really interesting. I'm going to be doing a review on this later on. Very interesting way to take this character and drop her in a world that she's not really familiar with. Very interesting little story arc we got going on there. This one, this one was really good. Wolverine or Spider-Man and Wolverine issue number 1. I love this cover. It just looks so cool. This was surprisingly a really good first read. Spider-Man and Wolverine team up against Kraven and Omega Red, and things happen, which I do not want to spoil here, but it was definitely really good, in my personal opinion, I feel like. Next, we have Godzilla and Spider-Man. This one was actually really fun, and I did enjoy this quite a bit. Fun take on the Venom symbiote. Godzilla ends up getting the Venom symbiote, which was pretty surprising. But yeah, fun read. I don't know if I'm going to be picking up any more of that. Then I picked up the entire run of Sensational She-Hulk. This is the new run, so we have issue 1 right here. Issue 2, issue 3, issue 4, issue 5, issue 6. This is probably my favorite cover out of the entire set. Issue 7, issue 8 right here. Then we have issue 9. Then last but not least, issue 10. I've slowly been reading this. I kind of just wanted to jump into it and read it. I've actually really been enjoying this this read so far. It's been a lot of fun. I would love to go track down the series that came before this. I think it was just called She-Hulk, if I remember correctly. But that was all my Marvel stuff. Now let's move into the DC stuff. Let's talk about the DC stuff that we got. I got a lot of DC stuff. I usually get a lot of DC stuff. I feel like I should be called like DC Mike or something like that. I don't know. I feel like most of my stuff is from DC. So I just picked this one up. I was looking forward to this one. I picked up Mr. Terrific Year 1. I have yet to read it, but it looked like a fun read. Which we'll get a review on that one eventually. We have Metamorpho, the Elements Man, issue number 6. This is the last issue for Metamorpho, sad to say. It's been kind of hit or miss, I feel like, a little bit. I honestly ended up falling behind on Metamorpho. But I've still been picking it up because I like the character in Metamorpho. I think he's pretty cool. Then we have Absolute Martian Manhunter issue 3. This is one of the variant covers. I loved it. I thought it looked really cool. I have not read this issue yet, but so far it's been really, really good. I have reviews on my channel for the other issues. Next, we have Absolute Wonder Woman issue number 8. The original creative team comes back to this one because I believe we had a different artist for the other 2 issues, and we start a new story arc with issue number 8, which I'm excited about. Then we end the Question All Along the Watchtower issue 6. I feel like this was coming out regularly, and it kind of got delayed or something because things were happening. I know people are hit or miss on this series, but I have actually been enjoying this, and I hope we end up getting more Question in the future, like another miniseries or something like that. I would love to see another miniseries for the Question. One I am behind on. Actually, these next 2 I'm behind on. Sad to say. I'm behind on these series because I've been reading other stuff. We have Aquaman issue number 5. I picked this up. I read the first three and I really liked the first three. I just got a little behind. Other stuff kind of caught my attention. But we have Aquaman issue number 5. I gotta get caught up on this one because I think I just finished issue number 4. We have Absolute Batman issue number 8 right here. This is part of the Mr. Freeze story arc. Then we have Zatanna issue number 4. I love these covers. They're pretty freaking cool. And this story has actually been really, really good so far. I'm really glad Zatanna actually got her own miniseries because I feel like she doesn't get a lot of love in the DC Comics fandom. Then we have one which I haven't read this one yet. I just read issue 5, and I've heard this one has a cliffhanger and is ended. So we have Two-Face issue number 6, the end of Two-Face, obviously. This one has been a really good read so far, and a lot of people don't really talk about it. It's definitely a hidden gem, I feel like. Next, we have the New Gods issue number 6. This has been a really interesting read so far, dealing with reincarnation and the god from the first, second, and third worlds and stuff like that. There's a lot to this series, and sometimes I feel like I have to reread this series twice or issues twice because I'm like, did I miss something going into this? Like, as somebody who's new to the New Gods, new-ish to the New Gods, I should say. But yeah, we got issue 6 right here. I believe this is a 12-issue miniseries, if I remember correctly. Next, I just picked this one up for the cover. I really like the cover. I'll probably end up reading it, but I really like the cover, and I wanted to get it. I picked up Superman Unlimited, issue number 1. I believe this is the Jim Lee cover with Krypto and Superman playing fetch in outer space. I was like, I like it, and I'm going to pick it up. Well, I like the cover. I don't know if I actually like the book yet. Then I picked up, because there's no we, there's only I picked up Absolute Superman issue number 7. This one's all about Brainiac. Man, I was not expecting this issue to be all about Brainiac, and it was, and it's kind of fucked up and interesting of what happened in this series, in this issue. Like, it gets really crazy. But it was a good read. It was a good read for sure. Next, we have, which I'll have a video coming out about this in a couple months or something, whenever it comes out. We have Green Lantern Dark issue number 1. This is one of the variant covers, which it was a fun little read. This one I wasn't really a big fan of. I feel like the story's kind of gone downhill a little bit. Hopefully it picks up after this little story arc. But Batgirl, issue number 7, it was okay. It didn't really capture my attention like the other previous 6 issues have. But, I mean, we can't win them all, you know? Then we have, oh god. This one broke me because they killed off my favorite character. JSA issue number 7. They killed Wildcat off in the previous issue. And basically, it's the funeral for a friend. They have a funeral for Wildcat. It was a really good read, though. A really good read. But it was sad. It was sad to see. Then we have Absolute Green Lantern issue number 2. I want to like this series. I really do. But it's moving like so slow. So slow, and I hope it picks up. They do some interesting things in this particular issue with what happens to Guy Gardner and, Abin Sur, which is really interesting. I don't want to spoil it, but stuff happens. It's just going really slow. It's a really, really slow read, in my opinion. I'm hoping it picks up with issue 3. Next, we have Nightwing number 126. 126. This is the first full appearance of Captain Hollow. The story wasn't bad in this. It's weird how they went from one story to this, and they changed the artwork. That's probably why I'm not really been enjoying these last 2 issues was with the artwork. The story was interesting. The new villain of Captain Hollow, I did actually kind of like a little bit. I just have to learn more about him to see where it goes from there. Um, it's an interesting take. Then we have Absolute Flash issue number 3. This is the last of the DC books that I picked up. This was definitely a good read, and I 100% recommend Absolute Flash. It is definitely worth your time. That is all the DC books I picked up. Now let's move on to the Image books. Alright, so let's look at the Image books I picked up. Not that much, but I picked up Battle Beast issue number 1. This was the blind bag. I like this cover, so I'm glad I got this cover. Very interesting read in how they tie this into the Invincible universe. I will be doing a video on this, talking and reviewing it, but it was actually a really good first issue, in my opinion. I didn't get to unbag it. My store unbagged it for me, but that's okay. It's okay. I still enjoyed it, and I still liked getting Battle Beast. I'm glad they got Battle Beast for me. Then we have this one was suggested by my comic book store. She was like, "Hey, I think you might like this. You want to check it out?" And I was like, "Okay, let's check it out." So I picked up We're Taking Everybody Down With Us issue number 1. I do have a review for this issue on my channel, so go check that out if you want to. I picked up issue number 2 right here. And then I picked up issue number 3, which just came out. Very interesting spy story where it's more based on like through the lens of like a little girl whose dad was a supervillain. But yeah, this is a fun, interesting read. Not for children, though, I will say. Not for children. Then we picked up I Was a Fashion School Serial Killer issue number 2. This one I picked up from my girlfriend. She really likes this kind of stuff. I read the first issue. It's a lot of fun. Have not read the second issue because I usually let her read them before I get to read them. But yeah, a fun little series right there. Then we have Medieval Spawn issue number 2. Have yet to read Medieval Spawn, but I picked up issue 2 just in case if I end up liking issue 1. But eventually I will read issue 1. Then I picked up this one. Everybody's picking this one up in the comic book community, it seems like. I picked up Exquisite Corpses issue number 1. This was a phenomenal read. Go check out my review. If you're into this kind of stuff, of killers fighting in a town, Hunger Games style, this is a pretty fun read. But yeah, those are all the Image books I got. Now let's go to the Turtle books. Last but not least, we have all the TMNT books that I picked up for this month. I started dabbling in some of the side stuff, the side content for the new TMNT series, and so I picked up Mutant Nation issue number 1. I did a review on this on my channel. This has been a fun little anthology series, so I was like, I gotta go find the rest of it. And so we usually get like 2 stories in one usually. So then we have issue number 2 right here. This continues the Casey Jones Raphael stories. And we move on to issue 3, which this is about the Mutanimals and also Karai as well. This is the fun little series. It's not mandatory reading, but if you want a little bit extra of your Turtles universe, it's a fun read, you know. Then we have issue number 4 with Karai and Raphael. That was issue number 4. Issue number 5 with Raphael and Pepperoni, and I believe the Punk Frogs are in this issue too. I haven't really read those issues, but I did read this one because this was kind of more standalone. This one was issue 6 of Mutant Nation, and this was the Bebop and Rocksteady issue along with the backup story of Lita, which I had no idea who Lita was in this, but this one was a fun read. Definitely worth your time. I would love to hear if anybody's actually reading these. I don't see a lot of people talking about them in the comic book community. Then I picked up, because I read Mutant Nation issue number 1, I was a little confused with the Casey Jones story as to why he joined the Foot Clan. So I was like, what's going on there? Then I found out that there was a mini series about Karai and Casey Jones called The Untold Destiny of the Foot Clan. So I was like, I gotta go track these down. So I found them for fairly cheap. I think it was about like $15 for all three, all of them I found, and they're all B covers. So I picked up issue number 1 right here, issue number 2, issue number 3 with Bebop and Rocksteady on it, issue number 4 right here, and then last but not least, issue number 5. This takes place before the ongoing TMNT series, so I was like, I'll give it a shot. I've been enjoying the TMNT books quite a bit, and yeah, those are all the books that I picked up for this month. But I would love to hear your suggestions down below in the comments. Make sure to like, subscribe if you've liked these videos, and comment down below. And I'd love to hear your suggestions on what I should check out next month, or some series that I should start reading. But I'll catch you guys later. Stay safe. I'm Otaku Mike. Peace out.